Howdy.
Yay.
Yeah, it's this week 13. Yes,
Yes.
sir.
A little fun fact here. I told Stephen before, but if the schedule is right in my mind, this is the only rankings podcast that you will be seeing where you don't know who's gone home yet, unless you were on the season.
Theoretically,
No.
unless you're watching this in future.
Like if you're watching the episodes live and don't have knowledge of the season, you don't know who's gone home yet. We know the final nominees are Bella and Emma after this fake double eviction thing.
All right, I'm going back to
But
the desk.
um there's a lot to unpack this week because it was 2 full weeks of evictions, 2 full weeks of moves, plus another half week coming up to all unpack. And it's crazy. And my thoughts, like people greatly shifted their games this week.
Uh,
And I think I can put oh gosh, I just have thoughts.
I want Bella not to be evicted so badly, which is something you would never hear week 6 me saying. But
Well, I'll get there. Because I have thoughts on that.
oh, really?
But we'll
Okay.
get there when we get to Bella.
All right. Well, Alex, figure it out. HOH champ.
Yes, very impressive.
6.5 last week.
Yes, last week Alex got a 6 from me and a 7 from Steven.
Do you want to go first, on Alex?
Yeah, I can go first. Alex, this week his game, I think, skyrocketed in terms of win equity, skyrocketed in terms of placement, skyrocketed in terms of play style. Literally, I don't have any negative remarks towards Alex because what he did was, he won HOH, which he needed to. He was just on the block. Wasn't really in danger of going home, but he still was on the block and would have been the target had the other side won. And he made the big move of Aaron, Bella, you're on the block. I don't know what's happening with this twist this week. So Aaron, Bella on the block. One of you's there eviction night guaranteed. One of you's going home guaranteed. When Maeve won the veto and didn't use it, the target was Aaron. Because that's who he thought the votes were going to be going for. But he, in his mind, for his game, was kind of wishing for Bella to go. If it was a tie, he probably would have broken it to send home Bella. So Caitlin and Julia came along, and for some godforsaken reason, thought it would be better to turn on the person that has a Final Four with them versus the person that they haven't talked to at all. Make that make sense for a second. Let's let that sink in. All right. It was crass. But Bella, who is not out of the game yet, now has a raging vendetta against Julia and Caitlin, the people that turned on her, and is going to Alex saying, you told me you didn't want me as your target. They voted me out. Please vote to keep me in this. I'm on your side. I'm going after them. And it's not out of the question for Bella to stay. We're not talking about Bella, so I got sidetracked. But Alex literally now has Bella on his side. He has Maeve on his side. He definitely had Caitlin and Julia on his side. Their DRs, like, I don't know where they're at. This is a very interesting, fluid game. I was at a 6 last week. Do you want me to give my ranking first?
No, I'll go first still.
Okay. But yes, on the whole,
I gave him a 7 last week.
You gave him a 7, I gave him a 6.
Yeah, I mean, I think we were a little low on Alex last week because he was on the block. We were thinking going to this week, like there's 2 evictions. Whoever wins HOH of both of these evictions is going to be crucial for both of the evictions.
And it was also, to be clear, the HOHs worked out for him this week. Had they not,
Yeah.
He could have been going home.
But now I think that how he chooses to play this rest of the week is going to be very important for him, because I think he either has he and Maeve both have the choice of well, do I want Julia and Caitlyn on my side to take out Bella, Emma, and Erin, or Bella and Erin, or the other two, or do I want Bella and Erin on my side to take out Julia and Caitlyn? I personally think that the smart choice would be to get Bella out for him.
I agree. I agree that there are pros and cons on both sides. I don't think that there's a clear answer, but I do agree that, like, say this was in the early game, I think you keep Bella around. But the problem is if you keep Bella around this round, you're at the final six. She can win competitions, and if she's in the end, she's winning, I think.
And the thing is, Alex can beat both Julia and Caitlyn, I think. Whereas I don't think he beats Bella. So I think the clear choice for both him and Maeve is to evict Bella. But I would like the part of it I'm looking at is that I want him to keep Bella so that he can they can work together to get out Caitlyn and Julia. But whether that's good for him is a different story. But like I'm thinking about this way. Julia can't compete. Let's say Bella goes this week. It's Alex, Emma, Erin, Caitlyn, and Maeve. Oh, sorry. Yeah, Alex, Emma, Erin, Caitlyn, and Maeve. That's like Alex has a pretty good shot to win again. His third consecutive HOH when he's able to compete.
And not only that, Erin goes after Julia and Caitlyn. Maeve does not go after Alex. Emma, I think, goes after. Actually, Emma could go after him, but Emma's not winning the HOH, so that's not to worry. And Caitlyn could go after him. So but overall, on the whole, he's got an over a 50% chance of not being targeted, which at this point of the game are good odds.
Yeah, definitely. And I think if he gets to the end, he could win against a lot of these people. The thing is, for me, I just don't see him in the end. I think he gets clipped near the end.
I think he will get cut somewhere in the final four.
And then because of that, I think Maeve goes to the end and
wins. And I think in a situation, say where it is an Alex versus Maeve final 2, I think currently people view Alex as like, oh, Alex is the one we want to win. But I think as soon as Maeve opens her mouth, because Maeve is like sitting here preparing her final argument already. Not in a cocky way, but in a way of like, if I'm there, I'm not losing again. And she is like lining up the facts of what she's done. She's got the weapon of the I had the
we can talk about this later.
We'll get to Maeve later.
I'm gonna give Alex a 9 this week.
Yes. Last week I gave Alex a 6. I think that this will definitely be my farthest jump up because I was debating between whether giving Alex an 8 this week or a 9 this week. And on the whole, I'm going to give him a 9 as well for the reason of I think this week he theoretically, if Bella does go home, which I think ultimately she probably will, but it's not decided. If Bella goes home this week, he's the one that's going to. He was the HOH that did that wanted that in a world. His name is going to be associated with taking out Bella, the one that everyone's been trying to win. Also the one with taking out Anthony. Also the one with taking out David. Those are 3 big names. And on the whole, I think people are more mad at Caitlyn and Julia than they are worried about Alex and Maeve, which I think is beyond ridiculous. But that's what makes this so crazy and good. There is a chance that he can go home next week, but again, anyone can go home next week. You can't take that into too much of a factor. He played amazingly. It's a 9 for me.
Okay, so Alex finishes with a 9 this week.
I think that's the biggest spike up since Anthony Ventresca.
Which was a spike down.
No.
Oh, a spike up?
Who went in the weeks between Grace and David, which was the week after he exposed to season 3 along with Erin.
He went from a 5 to an 8.5.
Yeah.
Okay. Moving on to Julia, who finished with a 4 last week.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also gonna make a bold statement now. I don't know if you're gonna like it. I think Julia could beat Emma. But I don't know.
I would agree with that because Emma is asking to leave yet again.
But we'll see.
No,
Anyway,
in all honesty, I disagree.
well, I mean, we'll see. I mean, Julia has the very concrete. I won all these competitions. She's been head of household 3 times.
I think people, if Emma is in the final 2 against Julia, who they don't want to give it to anyway, I think the fact
oh my
that
god, stop! We can't talk about this.
I really talking and hearing how they're talking. Like, people have said, even if they're just joking, they'd be like, if Emma McIntyre's in the final 2, I'm voting for Emma. And I'm like, no, that's not what I want.
That's what they said. I did not see that.
Some of them said that. They're like partly joking, but like they're partly not. We'll see though.
Okay.
No, I would love for people to vote for Emma if they're voting for Emma because Emma articulated the game that she played in.
Yeah.
Don't vote for Emma because it's Emma. Like, please, not that.
Yeah, I agree with that. So Julia finished the 4 last week.
Yeah, she did.
Let's go over what she did this week. She was.
Do you want to hear what she did this week? She had the controlling vote between sending out the person that she hasn't talked to and has been saying that her and Caitlyn can win, or the person that was not coming after them whatsoever. And she decided to take out that person and then won HOH and took out Emma, possibly her only chance at winning. That's what Julia did this week.
Julia,
love that girl. But this was stupid week for you.
Because Julia's so enthusiastic about the game too, and I feel bad, but like it's.
I feel horrible for saying this, but girl, this was just a bad week. I'm not gonna lie.
I gave her a 4. But I don't. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. It was a bad week, low score because of that.
Mm-hmm.
She's not gonna win, probably. Low score because of that.
I went on that statement after win.
Well, okay. But like I don't see her leaving, but I don't think that's a reason to hire.
I don't think at this point that doesn't matter to me.
I mean, getting to the end is one thing. You can't win it unless you get to the end. So if I think you're going home next week, no, I'm not going to give you a 10.
Well, yeah, but
I will go. Let's see.
I was debating my score here too. I have mine locked. I'm interested to see where you're going.
I'll go to a 3.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm doing as well. And my reasoning is, she, like, position wise, I think she should still be at a 4 because I think everybody leaves over Julia, maybe with the exception of Emma. And that's a great place to be. But I think after this week, like literally this week was just bad. Like there was no good other than the fact that maybe the good is like the fact that she orchestrated the plan, even though it was a bad plan, but she still did it.
I'm trying to think, what should she have done with her HOH this week?
Well, here's the thing. After voting out Bella, she had to do what she did, and Erin won the veto, which there was nothing she could have done about that. But I would have personally kept.
They need to get away from Alex and Maeve, who can beat them both.
And Caitlyn's realized to this, but we'll get to Caitlyn when we get to Caitlyn. I don't know. I just see Julia's win equity low. Like literally, the jury when they talk are just like anyone deserves to win at this point, except Julia. And I'm just like, I don't disagree.
I disagree, but
in that there are more people who don't deserve to win, or that Julia does deserve.
No, yeah, there are more people that don't deserve to win. I cannot say that. I cannot say that I would sit here and with all of these 7 people left, with the exception of Julia, say that I would be happy if they won this season.
Me too. We'll get to who I'd be happy with.
I'm sure we will. Okay. So yes,
Yeah.
Julia finishes with a 3 for this week. Yes.
I just really, and I hate to say this, but like Julia, I know you don't want to be a sheep, and it may not seem like you are because you're not listening. It like you're making your own decisions. Like you're not listening to just what Alex and Maeve tell you, or just what Bella and Emma probably tell you. But the thing is, you're Caitlyn's sheep. You're just doing what, like that's the problem. Or Julia can't beat Caitlyn, who is probably her final two. That's the biggest glaring issue. But she did actually make the plan. I don't know.
Even if Bella goes this week, I know you were telling me you want Bella to stay, so it can be Bella, Aaron, Julia, Caitlyn, Alex, Maeve. Even if Emma stays, it's going to be Emma, Aaron, Julia, Caitlyn, Alex, Maeve. Which is we had 5 duos at 10, 4. Do we have 4 duos at 8?
After James and Juliana left, yep.
And then 3 duos at 6.
And this is after the dumpster fire of 13 versus 4 at the final 17.
Yeah.
How the season has turned around.
This was a completely different season. Anyway.
It does. Literally, like I would put, if you had seasons 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the pre-jury of 5 was one season, and the jury of 5 was one season, right now, and this is because I'm still living it, I would literally go like jury of 5, the other ones, the pre-jury of 5. Like straight up.
Yeah. Okay. Moving on to Bella, who finished with a 7 last week. Bella is, I think this score would be a lot different if some things changed. Some things didn't happen this week.
Well, yeah, like her being evicted.
Well,
this
that's
is
not
the most glaring thing that happened.
I could do that for anyone, but you know what I mean. Like, if things didn't change in the last 15 minutes before the vote, I think that literally kills me.
And what sucks is, in her eyes, and she has every right to think this, that this is the plan the whole time, and they didn't tell her till right before, like they've done every other time. This literally flipped 10 minutes before the eviction, and they're typing out their things to be like, crap, Bella, like it literally just flipped at 8:14, and the eviction's at 8:15.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I think that she could have stayed in the double if she was not there, if she was not already evicted. So I don't know. So yeah, so right now she's suspended.
Along with Emma.
Soon to be probably most likely evicted tomorrow. I don't know. Because if this is Bella's last ranking, I don't want to like. Because like she, so hard. We both gave her 7s last week. I'm gonna go to a 4.
Alrighty. I will be going lower than a 4. Just cause I mean like let alone that the fact that she probably is going home. She did go home already a first time, which is a huge like you know. And again, she's against Emma, who is probably gonna ask to leave and will probably stay. Again.
I had a nickel for every time.
Every time this happened, I had 2 nickels.
For every time that Emma asked to stay against Bella and Emma asked to leave against Bella and stayed anyway, I'd have 2 nickels.
I have 2 nickels.
1.5 because it hasn't happened.
I mean, we don't. Yeah, I was gonna say we don't know that it's happened yet. I still think that Bella could stay. And again, if there's anyone that can do it, like if there's anyone, there are 2 people in this game, and I sincerely think across all the seasons, there are only 2 where it's like they're on the block, they're going home, and then they have one conversation with you, and you go, "Oh crap, am I making the right decision?" And those two people are Bella and Erin. And unfortunately, this week, Erin did it to Bella just because she had to stay. Um, I'm thinking that Bella could do it to Emma this week, with the added bonus of Emma's being like, "Yes, do it to me." Um. So if there's anyone that do it, it is Bella. However, my gut tells me that Alex and Maeve will ultimately say she's too big of a threat to win, which they're right. If Bella gets to the end, I really think she could take it. So I'm gonna go to a 3. Because in terms of gameplay, Bella did not do too much wrong this week.
Exactly. I think she just got screwed this week.
She just got a little bit screwed. And there is still a game left to play. She has more than enough time to flip this on its head. I will say, just girl, you can dish it, but you can't take it. As soon as you were blindsided, we're right back to chit chatty. I won't go because we've been down this road before. We don't need to go back down it. And it also, I know you told me that you texted people one-on-one that I don't mean it personally. It's just game me is mad, and I understand that. And that's why I'm not raging right now. But I would have been.
And if this is Bella's last ranking ever, I just want to say Bella will forever be one of the greatest players to ever play this freaking game. Like, come on. What did she get? 7th? No, sorry. 8th,
6th,
6th,
and at least 7th.
And at least 7th. And if it goes 8th, 6th, and 7th, to do that 3 times out of 3 times, Bella, you like
the fact that her season 1 performance was her worst one. And
it's crazy.
Going into all future seasons saying there's no way they let her go farther.
Arguably, she was the biggest name coming into the season.
She should have been. She was, and people did stuff about it. And then literally week 3, Kate is like, you know, I actually trust Bella, and I'm like, why? Why?
It's just it's crazy. Like
I'm like, it's insane. She is.
And I have to say,
literally insane, and it's so amazing to watch.
And I have to say, back in March when we asked Bella, I did not think that we would be saying these things now. Like honest, that's.
I thought that she'd be an early boot.
I thought she'd be early boot. Like I don't know what I thought, but she is cutthroat. She earned her villain status this season.
But like the best, not like best and worst ways, but like gameplay wise, it's amazing. I do think and hope though.
This is only positive things right now.
Yes. I do think and hope though that we will see her again.
I hope so. I think she's agreed if she's not in school at the time.
Well, exactly. These are weird circumstances that we're in now. It will be a bit of time. It won't be for a while, but I think we will see Bella DeShays play the game.
If we ever have a legend season, Bella will take spot number 1.
You're getting the call.
Yeah. So I will never stop hyping up Bella DeShays for how amazing she's played this game over the past 8 months. 8 months.
Over these past 80, how many days? Let's see. Bella has played the game for 87 days. Tomorrow, 88.
So yeah, I will never stop hyping her up. Of course, fortunately, it looks like this could be the end of her road tomorrow. For now, not for now. Like she's coming back this season, but for now, like
we've never been able to break through this barrier. I'm waiting for the day that happens, and it could be tomorrow. Tomorrow could be that day.
We'll see. But for now, Bella finishes with a 3.5.
Yeah. Wow, her line has been.
Her line is crazy. It literally goes. I guess you can't see my finger. Like burp 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 burp.
Those are nice sound effects.
Oh, thank you, Emma. Last week, we'll move on to Emma. With a 5. Is that a 6 and a 4 or 5 and 5?
No, it's a 5 and a 5.
Okay. Here's the thing. I can't say anymore. Yeah. I can't say anymore that Emma's like asleep because she's not.
No, she's very much not asleep.
But I think she just woke up a little too late. and she woke up with the wrong people. I don't know, that sounds weird now. But the thing on Emma is like, I will say Emma continues to surprise me. I guess I expect too little of Emma. No, like this isn't mean, I swear, but it's just
No,
like,
no, 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 I
like
agree.
I guess like but Emma always proves me wrong, I feel like. And coming into the season, the first week, she definitely did. I was hyping her up so much. And like there were times in between. And then today, after she was voted, she was she was suspended. And but more importantly, because Bella was suspended first, she went around, she was with Caitlyn. She was pissed at Caitlyn. She wrote this giant paragraph. She was like, you don't have to lie to win this game. Take that from a freaking winner. I did it. And look where I am. I was like, oh my God, like, ah! And I think I said this last week too. Like, I think us personally, along with everyone else, does not give Emma enough credit for winning season 1. Because I think people will say, like, oh, it was a bitter jury, you know.
Like at the time, everyone loved it, and then they let it seep in, and they were like, "Wow, we really let David lose against Emma." And it's like, there's a reason that happened.
Yeah. Here's a
Like,
principle that I don't know if I fully believe, but I think that I hear this a lot, and I kind of want to go with it. I don't think there's ever such thing as a bitter jury. I think that
I agree with that, but I don't necessarily.
I agree to an extent, because I think that part of Big Brother is evicting people and having them vote for you in the end. And I think that yes, David played. We're coming really far back here, but
A cutthroat, amazing competition privacy game.
yeah, but I think Emma's social connections to everyone was just crazy, and the game is vote people out and have them vote for you to win. So I think that I will do the same thing I did for Bella. If this is Emma's last rankings ever, like she gets a lot of shit for season 1, but she is a social. I think she's one of the most social people that we've had, and I won't say the most social because sometimes she falls asleep for a little bit.
No, I don't call her the, but I would put her like definitely top tier social player.
But figuratively and literally, she falls asleep. But yeah, but unfortunately, she's. I try to think what would happen if Erin went home in the second eviction instead of her, and I
Oh,
think.
Caitlyn and Julia would be screwed even more.
But in terms of Emma, I think she doesn't get to the end, and if she does get to the end, she loses, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And even the fact that she did go home, and she could be going home tomorrow. She was suspended, and she could be going home tomorrow. I'm gonna give Emma a 4.
Yes. I was at a 5 last week. Do have to lower my score because there is still a very high chance that Emma leaves. She's asking people to vote her out yet again against Bella. Bella is putting up, I think, a stronger campaign this time. Because now, like, if Bella comes back, she has clear targets, is saying, these are my targets. I'm with you. And I think just the biggest thing working against Emma here is the fact that her reputation of maybe being one of the lesser winners because of a bitter jury will hurt her more in the final 2 than it will help her. And people don't see, like, towards these end competitions, Bella's going to be on the money, ready to win these. Emma, not so much. There's a lot of season knowledge. Sure, she has access to notes, but it's a lot different taking them yourself and just looking at them. So, like, I think her win equity is not gone yet. She still has a shot, but I think it is even further trickling down now that she has been evicted and is asking to go home after her second shot. So I'm gonna go down to a 3 on the same tier as Bella and Julia. Because right now for me, Bella and Emma, like, it could be either one of them staying. My gut tells me that Alex and Maeve will eventually come to the conclusion of Bella needs to go, but right now it really is still neck and neck. So I can't give one of them more credit than the other. And in terms of gameplay, again, she really did not do anything wrong this week. It was just the cards were not dealt in her favor.
Yeah.
And that's what a lot of this end game is going to be. It's one competition win doesn't go your way and you lose. And that's how Big Brother works.
And here's the thing. We're talking about Emma wanting to go home.
It's not wanting to go home. Let's clear that up too.
And I think that there's difference between wanting to go home and wanting Bella to advance, because she's wanted to stay in over every other person. And as much as I don't condone like wanting to like quit, like she's like, I've already won this game before. I'd rather have my best friend have a chance to win too, which is like, I think I can respect that more than just being like, nah, I don't really want to play anymore.
Yeah. Oh my God, totally.
Yeah.
And especially because we have seen the proof that Emma went against anyone else.
Yeah.
Fights her ass off to stay and does an amazing job at it.
Yeah.
I also will say, and this goes to her social game too, and also just more so Emma as a person than so her social game. But like literally, when she sent her going off petty text to Caitlyn and Julia, literally, I was like, you have to have done something wrong.
Oh my God, yes.
Like Emma's mad at you this way. Yes. Like I felt bad, and I wasn't the one to do anything. So I was just like, damn, she know like Emma, and like this is also just like seeing Emma from day 1 of season 1 to day 42 of season 5.
That's a whole journey, yeah.
Literally, like now, and when I say day 1, it's not like Big Brother has made this the journey for her. It was like college and adults, but just like. Literally, like Emma now, like before, it was always like the sweetest. Everyone like loves Emma, and now it's like the sweetest. Everyone loves Emma, but she's gonna tell it to your face, and if you don't like it, that's too bad.
I think Emma's the person to change the most personally coming on to the season,
but in the most positive ways.
But yeah, not in a negative way, of course.
He went from like a 10 before to like a 20.
Yeah.
Like I was just we talk about shit like it's literally like the most from a positive to an even more positive.
Yeah, somehow.
I
love it. Okay. I'm glad we can incorporate personal feelings in here. Now that 7 people left. Okay.
These are all people that I personally love, which makes it so easy.
Yeah. I mean, we wouldn't cast these people if we didn't like them. Well, no, I'm just kidding.
I don't think there's any.
Yeah, I don't think anyone.
In fact, I can think of some issues of when people were clicked because we didn't like. Or wait, let me rephrase that. If you weren't on the season, it doesn't mean we didn't like you. I'm talking about people that like.
Okay, yeah, we can stop talking
now,
about
like specifically.
Yeah, like we can stop. We just stop talking. Just stop talking. No one can hear you. Just stop talking.
Erin.
Okay, Erin finished with a 4.5 last week. Who got what?
Oh yes, 4 from me, 5 from you.
She's a freaking dashed line, so I can't even see what's happening here. But you can definitely tell, like, it started down here at a 5 because she was like, I don't know, like, I don't really want to be here. And then she kind of like started playing, and and you can tell that when Anthony went home, she declined to. And I think she was joking about playing the season.
She was.
And she never really got serious. And I think that is what's hurting her now, because I feel like if she had her stack of notes that she had in season 2, she could be killing some of these competitions right now and this HOH next episode. And like I said before, if Maeve plays the web this season, Maeve wins. I look at everyone else, maybe Alex, maybe, and maybe Bella. I don't know, but I think if Bella goes, Maeve has the web cleared this season. So I think that's hurting Erin, is that she never really got serious, because I think if she was playing to the extent she was playing in season 2. What?
So I'm just singing Legally Blonde the musical.
Okay.
Which has been an homage of Maeve this season and Juliana and others.
I think if Erin was playing how she was like to the extent she was in season 2 at this point, she would be front runner to win right now. Unfortunately, because she's not, she's kind of like drifting back into the shadows, and I don't think she wins against many people. Let me go back. I don't think she wins against many people here. I think she loses to Alex, Maven, Bella, and that's probably it. But I don't think she's. I think she stays, she needs to get out the exact right people. What did we give her last week? 4.5. I give her a 5. Again, if this Final Four thing sticks and Bella goes home, Erin's in trouble this week for sure. And I think Maeve wins this HOH too, which means unless they cut K-Pow and Julia, Erin is in big trouble. Let me see. I'm going to say my 5.
Alrighty. I have so many thoughts on Erin. So many thoughts. One, from a hilarious standpoint, she came into this season saying, maybe I'll play a week, goof around, but then I'll be evicted. She is guaranteed at least day 45 out of 50. That is 90% of the season that she's played. The longest season yet, at least 90% of it. That just proves, whether intentional or not, that she's great at the game, absolutely deserves her season 2 win 10 times over. I do agree with everything that you said about Erin being, and like I just said it too, came in wanting to play a week. I think, like in season 2, we constantly saw Erin and Anthony working in tandem, but Erin was much more of a doer as well. People saw and trusted Erin. Erin was the one that really is credited for the Maggie backdoor, which is one of the biggest moments in ever. She flipped a unanimous vote against her to be a unanimous vote for her at the first eviction after getting 4th place the season before. Like, season 2 definitely was, I think, a step above Anthony. This season, it really was Anthony in the driver's seat. Let Erin sit back and she'll cause chaos when she can. But now we're at the end and now we do care. And we saw here when it was Erin versus Bella at the first eviction this week, she really did care. She made amazing points and she stayed. The problem is, it's the final 7 and this is the first move that I can credit for Erin. I can't think of a move for Erin before this point, besides maybe telling season 3 about the alliance that was against them that they already theorized about. So, like, that they had to throw a house meeting for even to get her to do that. So, like, Erin's biggest argument is, I am Erin Danaher. And here's what bugs me. I know he's off the season, but let's just real fast. What do you mean signed out? What the fuck?
All right, are we going too far here?
No, I'll continue talking. In terms of Erin's jury winnability, the jury has started talking much more in this past week here.
Yeah.
And I would have said last week that her winnability was 0. Or not 0, but just much lesser than it is now. Because frickin' Mr. Anthony
there he is,
who is coming back. Let's just
get out of here.
Let's just do this. You ready?
Oh my god.
-2 for Anthony. Not bitter my ass.
That puts Anthony in a -2.
Yeah, put Anthony in a -2. Anthony's not bitter my ass because literally all he's doing is campaigning for Erin, and literally Erin's done nothing. I'm sorry. This was Erin's first move. She's done nothing. So I don't know what you're talking about. And then it's oh, Alex trash. And I'm like, no, Alex has played the whole game. Thank you very much. Good day. So Anthony gets a -2 from me. Back to Erin though. Anthony's fighting there in the jury for her. And people
I can't put negative numbers.
For a moment were oh yeah, Erin. And now they've come to the senses and they're what has Erin done? Erin's done her nothing.
I think I was just thinking about this. I wonder what happens in season 2 if she's not nominated the first day.
That's what I'm wondering. Like literally, season 2 nominated the first day, but a fire under her butt.
And then she won HOH, and would she
And
have
then she
done
wanted to
that?
exactly,
And
and
then
then
it's
she
like,
situated exactly. She didn't have that this season.
and the fact that she wasn't nominated until 2 weeks ago, she just won her first competition today.
And it was always in situations where she was set to stay because
Yeah.
Anthony dumpster fired. This is the first time that she had to fight for herself, and she
If
proved
this
it.
eviction happened in the beginning of the season, I
I
think we'd
think
be a
Erin has
lot.
a great shot to win.
We'll see. I mean,
But it's like it really is too little, too late. We know, like this is proving the final 7 is too late to turn it on. I think,
yeah, definitely.
especially
Like
when the game
21st
ends in
season.
10 days.
Yeah.
So I haven't even given a ranking yet. I'm gonna go down to a 4.
Okay.
Um.
And also since we're saying this in about people today,
Oh wait, I was at last week, but I say it by 4.
I think, I mean, this is going without saying, but Erin, regardless of what we're saying here, is still one of, if not the best people to ever play this game. The fact that she's gotten 4th, 1st, and at least 6th is
Insane.
insane. Again, it's the same thing with Bella. Like, I think that she almost didn't care. Like, she almost didn't care this season because she already taken home a win. Like whatever, I guess is what she's thinking. But I think she still goes to be one of the best people to ever play this game. Can you get him out of here?
No. I think we'll bask in this for a bit.
Okay. Well, then at least freaking. Now you're gonna make me do this. Can you fix that?
There you go.
Can you fix the other things too? It's gonna make me.
Yeah, it's special. He's special.
Shut up. Okay. Erin finished with the 4.5 again this year. Hold on. Hold on.
I'm excited.
Erin finished with a 4.5. Caitlin last week finished with an 8. 8s from both of us.
Oh,
this is like happening.
Yeah, 8s from both of us. We've only been doing this 13
the same thing for 13 weeks. That is crazy. This is our 13th ranking. That's like kind of weird to think about.
Anyway,
Caitlin did not make a very good move this week. Oh, she went from literally one of the best positions in the house to probably one of the worst positions in the house, and it's
probably the worst.
Caitlin, oh my god. I don't know what happens from here on out. I know Emma and Erin are seeking vengeance on Emma/Bella, and Erin are seeking vengeance on Caitlin and Julia, specifically Caitlin. And oh my god, it is not good. They did not make a good move this week, voting out Erin over Bella. Or voting out Bella over Erin. But
this started so positively with Alex at a 9, and then
I know. But regardless, I can't discredit her work that she's done that we gave her credit for last time. So I don't think she deserves to go that low. What did we give her? 8s? I'm gonna go to a 6. I'm not, because I think it is her against Emma and her against Emma and Erin, which is like I think she can take them, to be honest. I think her bigger worries are going to be Alex and Maeve, but
I don't think she can take Alex and Maeve. And the problem is,
we'll see.
Say in the theoretical world, whether Alex and Maeve decide to keep Bella or not. If they decide to keep Bella, I really don't think it's a good move for them. But if they do decide to keep Bella, even if they don't, I don't know why I'm bringing Bella into this. Either way, they were talking before, like Final Four with Caitlin and Julia, and then they're talking it out. They're like, "Why would us, a duo, go to the Final Four with another duo that's not gonna take us over them? It doesn't make sense." And they have very clearly seen Caitlin is the competition threat between Caitlin and Julia in terms of winning these end comps, which, to be fair, I don't think she has a shot in anyway. But so there's that. 2, you have Erin, Emma, and Bella, two of which will still be here next week, who are coming for her head. mainly Caitlyn first and foremost, because of A, they see that Caitlyn's been the driver of the pair for the past couple of weeks. Caitlyn has the more comp wins to back herself up. She's got more, like, she's just overall more. They all think that they can beat Julia. I think can beat Julia. I think after this week they should all beat Caitlyn as well. Because this was literally an atrocity to Caitlyn's game. An atrocity. And the big problem here, I say time and time again, if you know it's an atrocity, then you know to fix it. They have no idea how badly they've sat down tonight and planned their way to the final two. I don't think they can do it. Not after this atrocity of a week with Bella and Emma mad at them and still in the game able to spread stuff. If they were evicted, there's a rule like you cannot contact they're still in the game. They can say whatever they damn please. And it's more coming for Caitlyn with pitchforks and torches. Like, they want her gone. I think Maeve is the most likely winner of this HOH. Do I think that Maeve goes after Caitlyn?
Possibly.
Maybe. Do I think she's an initial nominee? Maybe not. But if the Vitas won by a nominee, I think Caitlyn goes home. But that is if Maeve wins the HOH. I'm gonna go down. I went from with 8 last week. I'm going to do a 4 this week.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So Caitlyn finishes with a 5 this week. Big jump for Caitlyn. Let's see. Yeah. Oh my God, so negative this week besides Alex. But time to fix that. Okay. Maeve Hegarty last week finished with a 9.
Don't give your ranking yet.
Why?
Because I think we should go at the same time if we're
okay.
Are we on the same wavelength?
I think so. Okay,
we're going at the same time.
Let me tell you, I will never, ever, ever, ever stop hyping this girl up. You know what, like her and James, we talk about it every week, but her and James package deal last season. You know, you couldn't really see the nuances in her game. She shows it every single damn week this season. It is so exciting to watch her play. Join her FaceTimes, watch her think. She has got these she's got these season trivia competitions down. She will probably win her way to the end, I'm guessing. She is amazing to watch. And I have to say, she's established her name with one of the greats, or in the realm of the greats this season, with how amazing she has conquered this season. Do you want to give thoughts?
I love Maeve so much.
Oh my God. And she's like, sorry, I'm going to keep going.
Keep going.
We said this before too, like, there have been people who have like kind of wanted to leave, or like people who were like being kind of annoying and like kind of getting mad at us or something. Maeve is the kindest person, which I don't know why we have her as a villain from last season, but she is. Well, we know why. But yeah, we explain why in the episodes. But she is like one of the kindest people I've ever met. She has been so grateful for getting to come back and play again. She's expressed it all the time. She's thanked us for all the work she's done. She's never even thought about doing anything unfair or cheating. It's like the list can go on and on. Okay, you can go now. I'm sorry.
Alrighty. This is like literally right now. Imagine the final two. Maeve is there. I'm Maeve. I'm making Maeve's case. And we haven't even gotten to the final case. Competitions wise, currently has the most competition wins this season. She has 4 veto wins, which is a record for one season. She has 2 HOH wins, in which she took out Dan and James, 2 of the biggest strategic masterminds that on their seasons were not able to be, either A, were not able to be taken out and won, or B, had to come up with an elaborate plan at the final 5 that even saw coming that was just a screwed situation. Those are 2 insane players that she took out. 2, socially. Literally, there was a moment in the game where people go, yeah, I don't really know what Maeve's doing, but it's fine. It would be one thing if they didn't know what Maeve was doing because she wasn't doing anything. They didn't know what Maeve was doing because she was so incognito under the radar, literally playing everybody. Everyone at some point and the other said the words, "I like Maeve." And they kept her around and didn't. That was the reason why people didn't nominate her. Because they liked Maeve. They've talked to Maeve. Maeve's cool. Bella has said it. Aaron has said it. James has said that he can control Maeve. All this stuff. And Maeve is sitting here eating all that up, saying, "Oh, I'm gonna use this later." Strategically, I have never, ever seen someone more dedicated to sitting down and thinking out every single goddamn possibility and option like she does. Her and Alex both, like absolutely credit to here, but like Maeve, my gosh, it's amazing. And it's not like Anthony Ventresca, like sure he's here, we can talk about him. He does it too, but he does it in a paranoid, frantic way. Maeve is always in a, okay, if I do this, here are the possible results. If I do this, here are the possible results. Here are the possible results of those possible results. And it's like a branch of all these different possible scenarios. And she's always thinking 10 steps ahead of everybody. James is mad or not better. I don't even know at this point. I don't even care at this point. That like Maeve got her out because of some rash decision. No, that was like 5 weeks in the planning and she was so close every single time, but right at the last moment said, no, it's not the right time. And right when it was, she was like, and here we go, and pull the trigger, and now he's gone. And then Anthony started spiraling, and then Anthony left. And then, wait, they want to flip Bella? Okay, now we're flipping Bella. But she didn't go. Oh, but now we might get her out this week. I can't say that we got out Bella this week yet, but here we go. Like, these are names. Even if she wasn't HOH, Dan is the reason. Maeve is the reason that Dan is gone. Maeve is the reason that James is gone. Maeve is a huge reason why Bella was gone the first time, might be gone the second time, will be the deciding vote in this eviction. Huge reason why Anthony's gone. And now, position-wise in the game, if Bella or Emma comes back, let's go down this list. Alex, her number one ally. Bella, Aaron, and Emma coming for Caitlin and Julia with pitchforks and torches. But if they can't get them, we'll go after Alex because they've talked to Maeve and like Maeve. Caitlin and Julia, who if they turn on Alex and Maeve, will go after Alex first because they've talked to Maeve more. Socially, should not go home this week. Strategically, is thinking about every possibility in which she could. Physically, or not physically, but like she,
competition-wise,
these notes that she has are, or like it's one thing to write down notes. It's another thing to write down everything in a systematic way where you know the competitions that you've played before and you know what information you're going to need to know and what's the easiest way to find it. The mint condition competition, she won by over half the time of second place. Alex was second at 34 minutes, 32 minutes.
Ooh, yeah.
Maeve was at 14, full 20 minutes shorter. She entered that competition, put in the days, moved the thing, said, I'm done, peace out. The other competitions that were like that, she's thrown because she didn't want to win. She has an amazing record. Like, she's won when she needed to, thrown when she didn't, is in a socially amazing spot, is the most strategic player here, is friends with everyone. I won't give my ranking yet. I've said last week and the weeks and weeks before that in order to get this ranking from me, you need to meet one of two requirements. He's not Grace Del Piso, so that's one requirement. So there's only one requirement left, and that's to be in a perfect strategic, competition, social, everything position, and her win equity is high.
10 for Maeve. I thought it was gonna be more exciting, and you were gonna do it too. But okay, I cannot
If he gets to the final two, and that jury is bitter.
Oh my god!
If literally no one deserves this more than Maeve freaking Hegarty.
And this is almost made me this rankings right here almost makes me realize I don't care what happens for the rest of the season. If Maeve wins, it's a good season.
If Maeve wins, it was
and
a good
there are other good ways to end the season, but if whatever happens, Maeve winning would cancel every bad thing that's ever happened out about the season.
And that's the other thing. Every bad thing that's happened,
She's been
Maeve
nowhere near
has
it.
not been linked to one
Nowhere
of
near it.
them. Not one of them. The closest thing that she was linked to was, yes, she technically made the big 13-person alliance. But guess what? That was a game move to make sure she had the votes to get rid of the big target numero uno. She did not have the intentions to make that big horrible thing. And even if she did, it worked out for her. I can't fault her for good gameplay. As much as I didn't love to watch it, it got her here to the final 6. I hope it gets her to the final 1. And literally, like, I want her to be in that jury and say, none of you see my game. Everyone said you can control me. James, I've been planning this since here. Anthony, you think I listened to Juliana? Never talked to her before this. Juliana, I know you worked with Alex, but I've been thinking of all this. Bella, I love you. That was just a deal that we had. Erin, we never talked, but we kept each other safe. Caitlin and Julia, I was planning on cutting you guys at 4 for a while. Like, I want her to list off these things. Luke, as soon as Luke nominated Maeve as a pawn, Maeve was like, Luke's gotta go. Like, I want all of these things to come out on the list.
And
I had the power the first week. Like, I could go on and on about why Maeve Hegarty deserves to win.
That's another reason why I kind of want Alex in the jury to fight for Maeve. And I think that, I don't know, we'll see.
Because I also, as much as I would love to see Maeve and Alex in the final 2, I don't think Maeve fights as hard for the win if it's against Alex. I would love Maeve to get there with someone who could win, like a Caitlyn, maybe,
Yeah.
and be like, haha, no, you cannot win. Here's all my things. Caitlyn, what do you have? And Caitlyn will be like, well, I voted out Bella, the person that was with me.
All right, okay. I think we're good.
Sorry, I'm just ripping on Caitlyn's bad week. It was a bad week for a lot of people, but not for Maeve Hegarty.
So,
if he goes home this week, literally, I will cry. You'll see me crying at the next rankings.
Are you done?
Yeah.
So Maeve is the first person ever to get higher than a 9 and goes for a 10. Oh God, that was.
Oh no.
Maeve Hegarty goes for the 10. Hopefully, also goes for the winning of the season. Her line is literally just. Hold on, keep talking.
This is so unbelievably deserved. So ridiculously, unbelievably deserved. It's insane. She's the first person to get to the 10. It's taken 13 weeks to get there.
Okay, you can stop rambling now.
Yeah, but like we also like let's look at this. This 10 wouldn't mean much if it was so early in the season. She's so damn close. If you're at a 10 at this point in the season, where there are how many ranking things do we have left? This is the final 7. We have the final 6, 5, 4. We have 4 of these left.
Oh, I accidentally cleared me. Hold on, I did something wrong.
Like, it is just insane. Maeve. I will shout it from the rooftops. Maeve. Maeve should, like, win it. Win it, Maeve. What's happening?
Oh, here we go. That is Maeve's line from this season, which I think is very exciting to show. You can see where we started off. You know, like, Maeve's someone who's under the radar for right now, isn't really doing stuff, you know, like, we kind of have to, like, you know, Maeve starts to move up. I don't remember why she was down. Do you want to keep narrating?
She just went down because she's back under the radar.
Yeah, and I think we were like, okay, this is where
that was when Juliet went home.
No, this was Kate going home.
Sorry, yeah. I'm talking about her only downward week was when Juliet went home, when literally nothing was happening and most people went down.
Yeah. And now it's like
not been below a 6.5 ever since the house meeting.
Yeah. Now it's Grace going home, Hayes going home, starting to break this alliance, join season 3. I don't know what was here. I think we were like a little scared she was going to go home.
Let's join season 3. Juliana and Alex go to power. They make the move against David. They draw the line in the sand. She gets Bella. She doesn't specifically, but Bella gets evicted. Then comes back and makes men's. Yeah. Then she wins the power and forcibly stops the flip to possibly save Luke, the person that's used her in the past. Then she stops the flip against Ross by blowing up her number one ally, James's words, not hers, James's game. Then wins HOH, backdoors his ass.
Yeah.
Anthony and Aaron, who are now bitter at Alex and Maeve, guess what? Let's send Anthony home. Juliana went home in there, but we're just gonna not talk about that. Can't always get your way. Literally the only, and yes, there was a drop week 10, which would have been what?
That would have been after Juliana going home, wouldn't it have been?
Yes, exactly that.
Yeah. Right after Juliana goes home.
We will talk about that. She decreased there. Congrats. Now you're up to a 10.
And then she's just making her way up since then. It's remarkable. She deserves to have her name in the.
Whether or not she wins this season, which I swear, if she gets cut at the end, kudos to whoever woke the hell up and saw that she was gonna win.
Okay.
But her name is etched into BB legend status.
Yeah. Which makes me want to make like a best of 2020 Big Brother players or something. Hall of Fame or something. We'll see. We start with 20 lines, 19 lines in Matt's dot. And we're down to 7. Soon it'll be 6, then 5, then 4, and that'll be our last rankings, right? At 4.
The last one will be at 3, but it'll be solely on like who gonna win.
We're getting to it. Finale's in 1 week from Friday, which is in 9 days.
Literally 9 days. We're at the point now where the twists of the season are done. It is strict gameplay from here on out. And Maeve is set to the end.
We'll see. I hope we can stay at our 10 next week.
I hope we can too. I hope, and like honestly, listen, Maeve, if you're hearing me right now, win it.
I hope you're hearing us now and you know that you've already won.
And the thing is, she's also like, she'll joke around with Alex, is like, no, because we are the final 2. But it's like, that's just like them being like confident. No, we're gonna do this. Let's not get down on ourselves. She is not the least bit cocky.
No.
Literally, and like I will say time and time again, there have been so much negativity this season, whether it be cheating or being mean or bullying or whatever. Maeve's been a part of none of that. None of that. Angel, perfect, lover, 10, win.
I think that's a good place to stop for tonight.
Yes, you're at a -2. Thank you.
You're signing off? I was about to say something, but okay.
No, say something. I'm kidding.
Yeah, so tomorrow, Final 7 becomes Final 6 with Bella or Emma going. Then we take a break for a while, and we'll be back with more rankings on Sunday. We have a really busy day on Sunday. We have to put rankings in there somewhere too. Yeah, and then we have a conflict already too, so we'll see. Yeah, so we'll see you then. Hopefully, maybe still at a 10 next week.
Less than 10 days, less than 10 comps.
10 days, this season will be history. But we'll see. All right. If I can freaking get this stop. Okay. See you next time.